Today I will teach you how to communicate with ChatGPT directly by email. You will see it is super simple, it requires absolutely no coding skills. At the end of this video, you will be able to create your own AI assistant and have a discussion with him or her by email. So this is the workflow we will be building. As you can see, it's quite simple, only a few nodes to give life to our assistant. We are in the NA10 interface. So NA10 is a node-based automation tool, so we can connect different services together, add some logic. What we will see is an assistant I created for myself. And this assistant is designed to help me with the pre-production of my YouTube videos. I like to capture my ideas directly in my email. Don't ask me why, I might be a bit old-fashioned, who knows. So this assistant is the one I can write to every time I have an idea. When I have an idea, I like to write it fast on my phone. It can be messy, I don't like to spend time working on the typos and so on, so it's often quite messy. And the role of this assistant is to capture my idea, extract the value of it, and produce a working document that is well formatted and directly upload it to my Google Drive. So here is how it works. It starts with the Gmail trigger node. So this node is connected to a mailbox I created for that assistant, a simple Gmail account, and it's the beginning of the workflow. Trigger means beginning. It's what starts the workflow. So this node will run every time I receive an email in that mailbox. So the flow will use the content of that email. And the first thing I want to do is to check the sender, because I don't want this tool to work for everyone. I want it to be only for myself. So I have an if node and I check if the address, so you can see here, the address of the sender is my address. So it will work only with my Gmail address. So if the if node confirms that I'm the sender, the workflow will continue to the next node. And the next node is get instruction node. The get instruction node will read the instruction in a Google document where I put the instruction and will pass them to the AI agent. You could do it on another way around. It's not necessary to do it like that, but look at my document here. I think it's very clean to put the instruction in a Google Doc so I can format it the way I like, and it's very visual, and if I'm working with someone we can iterate together on it. So this is the instruction I gave. So I gave the assistant a mission. You are an assistant whose primary goal is to convert a rough idea into a fully structured YouTube video script. Your job is to create this sequence of actions. 1. Create a new document named with a short, clear title, 3 to 5 words, derived from the user's ID. So this will create the name of the document as a summary, very high-level summary of my ID. Move the document to the proper place, because when you create a document in Google Drive using NA10, it goes by default at the root of your Google Drive. So we need a step to move the document at the good place, because I don't want all the scripts to be stored at the root of my Google Drive. Then populate the document with all required script components. So I tell him that he should write the document and return only the shareable link to the Google document in your final response, because in the email he sent me, I just want the link of the script he created and I don't want a sophisticated answer, basically. Then I describe the tools. You have 3 tools. So the first tool is Google Document Creation Tool, so a tool to create the Google document, a tool to move the Google document, and a tool to write the content of the document. We'll come back to the tool a bit later. And then I describe all the steps to produce the script. I named that a script, but it's more a working document. It's not really a script, it's more for ideation. So I ask for a title, for a one-liner, for a target audience. I ask for brainstorm for 3 to 5 different angles for my video. I ask for key IDs. I ask for punchlines. I like that, just to find some good wording that I can use that will mark your minds. By the way, I just launched a new exciting project, the AI Atelier. It's a learning and building community on the trendy school platform. This is an exclusive space for non-technical builders. We created the AI Atelier with my friend Thais. She is from Brazil, I am from Switzerland, so we are super different but very complementary. Together, we lead this community, we teach AI, automation and much more. In our classroom, you will find a lot of exclusive contents. We are offering courses, workflows, prompts and much more. We have weekly calls, tech and sales support so we can meet and help each other. You will meet inspiring people from all around the world with very different backgrounds, but all sharing the same passion for AI, automation and shipping cool digital products. School is playful, it comes with built-in leaderboards, we will organize games, contests, mini hackathons and so on. What is amazing is that this is just the beginning of the AI Atelier journey. So depending on when you are watching this video, you have the opportunity to be part of the pioneer and future OG of this community. If you are serious about AI, join us. For the moment, we are 55 and the subscription price will increase at 100 members. You will find the link in the description. Let's get back to our workflow. Okay, I hope you're still with me because we arrive at the most interesting part of this tutorial where the magic happens. We will now start to work with our assistant and start to shape it. So I used the AI agent node in this tutorial because I want to explore a different approach. If you watched my other videos, you will see that I'm using sometimes other possibilities that are offered by N8N. So the AI agent, you can choose between a list of agents. All have a specialty. You can check, I will not read all of them right now, but the one we want to use here is tools agent. So it's for using tools, an agent that is connected to tools, and this is exactly what we want because we want the agent to be able to interact with our Google Drive and to create and move a document and write into it. So we will use the tool agents. For the prompt, we use define below, and for the system message, so here we pass the big instructions. So the instruction we get from our Google document, here we drag and drop here. I can do it if you, yeah, I know you like when I drag and drop. So I drag and drop like that. So we drag and drop the content of the instruction into the system prompt. So we find in our Gmail node the body here, the text. Up, okay, I drag and drop again. Here like that, and we pass the full content of the email that we have sent. So our agent has all the information he needs. He has the instructions and the ID. Our agent has to be connected to an AI, so to a model. I have chosen OpenAI, but you could choose any available AI in N8N. I choose OpenAI because I think it's still the best from far, but if you disagree, we can have a constructive fight in the comment below. So the OpenAI chat model offers the list of all the different version of ChatGPT. I choose O1 Mini because I think it's very powerful and super cheap as well. So our agent is connected to a model. We don't need memory, because in this use case, we don't want to have a long discussion with our agent by email. We just want this agent to perform a task. So we send an email to this agent and he creates the Google Doc. And we could use the memory system if we wanted this agent to remember the conversation and if we wanted to have a long discussion with this agent, but it's not the case here. I show how to use memory in another video. I think the link will appear somewhere if I do not forget. So this agent needs 3 tools. In fact, it needs 2, but I made a mistake, but that's okay. We'll say it's for the sake of learning. The first tool is to create the document. The second one is to move the document at the proper position in our Google Drive. And the third one is to write the content of the script of the working document into the document. So he has 3 tools. And the second one is not necessary because in the create ID node, so the node, the tool where we create the document, we can provide already the name of the folder where we want the document to be created, and I forgot about that, so I did an extra unneeded step. But that's okay, so it was a good occasion to see how smart is the agent as using tools, and if he's able to understand a sort of complex flow with first the creation, then second moving, then third writing, and he does that very well, trust me. So the first tool is very simple. We create the document, so we use the node Google document. We set the resource to document, the operation to create. We can choose the drive where we want to put it, if it's in my drive or a drive share with me, and we can choose, which I forgot, the folder where we want the document to be created. Then we can put the name, we can give this document a name. For me, I want the name to be the date, so I format this like that. So this is one of the magical power of NA10, it's that you can use code inside of it. So this little code here is writing the date in that format. And I add a second parameter, which will be the name of the ID, so a summary of my ID. And for this, we can use the tag from AI, and here we can pass file name. So this is a bit the magical part. The tool description here, if set automatically, will use that file name to document this tool and to provide the tool documentation to the agent. So we could name that file name differently, and it's a bit the magical secret sauce of the agent. He will understand that he needs to pass the name, format it into file name alone, without other definition than this. That's really cool, I think. So that's the first tool for the creation of the document. The second tool, which is, you understood, not necessary, is to move the document to the proper folder. So we choose File, Move, and here we ask the AI for a document ID. So same than before, because it's set automatically in the description, it will be documented and the assistant will understand that he has to pass the document ID as a parameter here, and it will be used here. Then we choose the parent drive and we choose the proper folder. We want to put it in the folder video IDs. So here all the IDs will be placed in that folder with the date and the name of the ID. And the third and last tool our agent needs is the possibility to write into the Google document. So for this we add a third tool. We use the Google document node, right? We choose this time the operation update. We choose action, object, text, insert, body at the end. And here we pass again the magical little piece of code saying from AI, and we want this time the content. And that's it. Our three tools are ready. The first one to create the document, the second one to move the document at the good place, and the last one to write the content of the document. So our agent is fully functional now. So he has a model, he has three tools, he receives the instruction, he received from the email node the ID I will send him. And the last thing I want it to do is to send a response. When you've done all of this, I want him to send just the link of the Google document, and this is exactly what we ask him to do in the instruction as a final output to the user. When you have finished creating the script of the Google document, you will only output the shareable link of that document. No extra text, disclaimer or explanation, just the link itself. This is because I like things to be lean and simple. I don't want to add extra fluff, but of course we could train our assistant to behave differently, and we could ask him to give us a context or a summary, or even, I don't know, some pieces of advices, an extract of what he put in that document. So to prove our workflow is working, we will simply send an email to our assistant. So our assistant email is newyeargenius@gmail.com. no matter the subject, it's not used into the workflow. We could have used the subject as well, but we did not. So new ID, and I will pass him an ID of a script that I created. So a video that talks about the power of AI agents, definition of what is an AI agent. It's an overlay, like a suite that is built on top of an LLM. This suite contains three things: a context, a set of tools, a memory management system. This is the three components of an AI agent. And I add a possible hooks. I've seen a video about Mark Zuckerberg saying that there will soon be more AI agents than humans. So I put that also in my email. So you see, it's very rough. And I just send this to my assistant and I wait. Maybe it's just time to drink a cup of coffee. Not a full cup of coffee. This one is big, but my agent is faster than that. I could perform a little dance if you want. Wow, the dance was amazing, but I trimmed into the video. And here it arrived. The answer with just the link to the document like I asked. I just have to click here and boom, I have all my working documents. So the title, the one-liner, the target audience, some brainstorm IDs, some key IDs, some punchline like, is there a fun one? In the race of technology, AI agents are the new heavyweights. Forget apps, welcome to the era of intelligent agents. Yes, this is a bit the fashion today, that saying that agents are replacing apps. We'll see. The next generation of AI isn't just smart, it's intelligent. I not agree with that, but that's not the topic for today. So it worked perfectly. If we check our Google Drive, it have been created here a few seconds ago, and that's it. So thank you for watching. I hope that it was useful to you, and mostly that it gave you a bit of understanding about how n8n works, how AI agents can be used, how to connect them to tools. I think it's very powerful, very new, and everything has to be invented, so we need to find how we want to use them. So let me know in the comments if you have ideas to build agents. If you have questions, just react. I'm very happy to help people who are curious about AI. So see you around in my next tutorial.